What's up, guys? It's like 2:15 a.m. I know for a fact that Dad's gonna wake me up at 9 a.m. and it's 1,000% my fault. I'm stupid. He tells me the same thing every day. You should go to bed earlier, and it's true. The reason I'm tired is because I'm stupid and I don't go to bed. So today I don't have a real summer job for the record, but I did some summer jobby stuff today. Some pretty on the low end of the physically demanding spectrum. Like, truly, not even to be modest, it was not that hard today, except for the fact that it was a pretty hot day. The actual physical component wasn't really that strong today. So, I had no reason to be like worn down and tired. And I wasn't, but I was tired. I just wasn't worn down. Big difference. Tired is like a sleep thing, or like a time of day kind of thing, a hormonal thing. Fatigue is completely different. You can't just escape fatigue and power through fatigue in the same way. That's going to really take a toll on your body and your psychology to do that. And not to say that that isn't what needs to be done sometimes, but we need to consider these things. So like I said, today was a fairly easy day, to be honest, when it comes to everything I did before the training. Then I came home and I spent, I don't know how many hours, probably 3 hours or something, bullshitting. Maybe 4, I have no idea. Me having no idea of the time shows that I have no schedule, I have no dedication to doing anything, and everything I do I see as an obligation. And I don't use my free time for things that I truly enjoy. I simply try to procrastinate the things I don't enjoy by doing things that I don't enjoy that much but are readily accessible. So it's the whole, fucking mobile phone, YouTube, walking the dog when he doesn't need to be walked because he's going to get walked like right after by someone else, and fucking... I do a couple nice things to procrastinate, like swimming in the lake. That's a hit for sure. But this whole YouTube and social media bullshit needs to go. It needs to go. I have a serious problem with maintaining focus on the things that I truly care about. And that's evident here. Bench press almost fail at 7.5 kilos lighter than my record. So as you guys know, I still can't remember how long ago it was. Might have been a while ago, actually. Might have been like almost 2 months ago, something along those lines. But I hit a 100 kilo bench press this year, not that long ago. And my bench press strength dropped, and it's still down here in the dumpster. And as a matter of fact, I actually had a acquaintance ask me, how the fuck did you lose 10 kilos of bench press strength in such a short period of time? Which I don't know how long that was, 2 or 3 weeks, something along those lines. And really there are multiple factors to it, but I believe it's mainly psychological that will later on affect the physical. Basically what I mean by this is I was powering through, I was doing everything right, mega focus, mega dedication. That at that point in my life, for those weeks, the 100 kilo bench press was the most important thing in my life. Then I hit it, right? Satisfaction kicked in, and the realization that, fuck, to get further, I need to do exponentially more work, especially at this already kind of overworked state in a sense. I'm going to really have to force progress past this point. If I want to continue to make progress at this rate, it's going to take a lot of work, a lot of eating, a lot of sleeping, actual focus and commitment, dedication to my training, not just, having a training as a little part of my day that I do every day, but to actually have that as the focus of my day. I didn't have the energy to do it. I didn't have the I'm gonna say fuck it. I didn't have the testosterone in me to drive through and explode past that 100 kilo bench press. That's the truth. I didn't have the fucking testosterone in me, and I had too much pussy in me to, fucking make progress and actually do something extraordinary, not just settle for 100 like everyone else does. Oh well. What can I do about it now? Right now, I'm working on my strength, working on actually doing the exercises, not skipping training sessions, all right? Today, I procrastinated so fast that subconsciously, I would only get through half a workout and it would be kind of okay and whatever. No one really cares because no one really watches my videos. But then I realized, like I said, that yesterday, I actually did say that today was that I was going to focus on completing an entire workout. So, at least I can stick to my own promises to myself and to my audience, right? So, I completed an entire workout, and that's why it's like 2:30 a.m. right now. It is what it is. If you're stupid, if you're lazy, if you're a piece of shit person, low quality man, no testosterone, loser who just wants to shrivel up and not do any work and be lazy as fuck and just survive, if that's you, you can't just accept it. You have to power through and you have to use the little testosterone you have left to get over that speed bump. And it's not okay to be a loser, guys. Trust me, it's not. Alright? We can't be losers. That applies to basically anything that has to do with men. Not saying that I'm a man, but I'm on my way to getting there. Being a loser is not okay, and we need to fight as hard as possible to never be in that situation, and hopefully to be in a much more desirable situation than to not be at the bottom, all right? We need to strive for excellence in our specific fields, and for me, this is training. And not only training and lifting weights and getting big muscles, because if that was my only goal, I'd take steroids. My goal is long-term health and much more importantly, to be honest, to win a national championship gold medal in Taekwondo fighting, right? That's the focus. That's the goal. That's the objective. That's what I'm going after. And being lazy, being a weak, pathetic loser who just doesn't really want to do anything, who just kind of procrastinates and bullshits his way through the work and takes a 2 hour 40-minute whatever workout and somehow manages to make that a 5 hour workout. Yes, that's what I did today. I worked out for 5 hours, and guess how long my rests between sets were? I don't even want to know. You guys can probably calculate that. To be honest, it's embarrassing. It is embarrassing the level of laziness that I am displaying right now in my training. And you guys can't see this on the video, but trust me, my family members notice. They can see that I'm being a lazy piece of shit. And much more importantly than what they think is what I think about myself. And I am absolutely noticing massive signs of being a pussy. And that has to be counteracted. That has to be these issues need to be attacked. Procrastination needs to stop, and more importantly, in the short term, I need to stop skipping workouts. All right. If I procrastinate, I need to make sure that I don't get a reward for it. All right. I can't say, "Oh, it's too late to train now. Should have thought about that earlier." No, I get up here in the attic and I train. Right. It's time, once again, to sacrifice sleep if need be and to get this work in. After a very short while, probably within a couple days, I'm going to notice, fuck, this is hard. This is taking a lot out of me. I should probably start sleeping 4 hours more and eating 1,000 calories more every day. And that's where my breaking point's going to come in terms of a positive breaking point, breaking for a roof instead of breaking for a floor, if that makes sense. So that's how I'm going to level up. The goal is to level up. The goal is to make progress. Currently, my motivation level is fairly low, but it is not really about the motivation, it's about the discipline, and really I should say that my discipline level is low. So, how do you work on your discipline? I don't know how. I have no idea. That's $1 million question. But what we know how to do, or what I know how to do, is I know how to force myself to do stuff. Right? Discipline isn't really a thing that can just be bought or created. It's a choice. So I'm going to start making the right choices. Put some pressure on myself, all right? Because if I don't want this, if somehow I've come this far just to realize that, I actually want to be a loser, I don't want to be a winner. If that's me, then I should fucking quit doing all this hard training right now and just train for health or whatever. And I know that's not me. So I don't want to pussyfoot around here and just try to dip my toes in this sea that is winning a national championship. I need to do what I haven't done in any other year. I need to absolutely attack the fuck out of my goals and really, really overperform, overprepare, come out there, walk out on the mats and fucking destroy people. Alright, and even as I say that, I don't like myself saying this. I want to destroy people, but I don't like saying it. And the reason why is because now I'm putting pressure on myself. Now I have to do it. I have to destroy people. And here's the thing. I'm capable of doing that, right? I'm capable of it. Mathematically, I know where I need to be in all my lifts and all my runs, and I know where my kicks need to be at, my movement, how my sparring needs to feel. Which, by the way, guys, Taekwondo has been closed for I don't know how long, probably more than a year. But no excuses. I need to get out there and I need to start doing my own workouts. I need to practice my own fucking sport alone if need be, because I know that the guy that is going to give me the hardest fight this year in December, if there is a national championship, that person statistically trains almost every single day. He probably already trained today. Unless he's training like in 2 hours because he's a complete night owl and he's gone off the rails and he lives in not in his mum's basement, he lives alone because he's a gangster. If he lived in his mum's basement, she probably wouldn't allow him to be up this late. Luckily, my parents have no idea that I'm up, so... Yeah, now we went off on a side tangent. Facts are, we need to attack this goal. Keyword, attacking. I cannot just lazy my way through and scrape my way through and procrastinate my way through a massive program to get to massive goals and expect something good to happen. All right? This program is calculated, designed, whatever you want to call it, in such a way so that I can only complete it if I gain a bunch of weight, if I sleep properly, if I do all the right things, put myself in the fairly decent lifestyle situation to gain muscle. That's the only way that I can achieve these goals. I can't lazy my way up to new personal record levels in squat, bench, and overhead press. No, sorry, what the fuck? Squat, bench, and deadlift, right? Overhead press too, but that's a smaller lift, so obviously that isn't as high up in my priorities list. I also need to really, really focus on the running and put a lot of attention and effort and grinding and pain into the running. The reason why I need to do this is because I have a very serious goal of running under 20 minutes on the 5K for my specific hilly course. And despite the fact that I've already run a 20-minute, 16-second run, which would basically mean that I need to get only a small little tiny fraction faster to reach sub 20, but the twist is that I'm going to gain weight, I'm going to get heavier, I'm going to gain muscle weight, fat weight, bone weight, organ weight, bloat weight, whatever weight. At least the weight will be gained, muscle will be put on, I'll be more and more fatigued as the training cycle continues on, and the run is going to get more and more difficult to progress. All right. If I wanted to hit a sub 20, I believe I could probably do it in 3 weeks. All I would need to do is just eat crazy healthy foods, no like super high fat stuff, right? Run at a high frequency, really try to take care of my ligaments and knees and fucking tendons. You guys know what I mean. Take care of my body, decrease my calorie intake, eat a lot of greens, make sure that I get rid of a little bit of excess fat and bloat, and probably lose half a kilo of muscle. Fucking put some serious cardio training in. Rest of the time, active rest, stretching, taking care of my body, and importantly, being at a low body weight, and I would most likely hit these goals very, very quickly. But the twist is hitting them at the same time that I'm working on all these other things, and not just having the run as my sole purpose in life, but having it as a small part of a broader training program, which in turn is only a part of my life. So, that is why the run part of the training plan is going to be a difficult goal to accomplish. By the way, guys, my delivery here is somewhat strange, and if you think so, if you've noticed it, if you haven't, congratulations, but if you've noticed some form of tiredness in my speaking, that is because it's almost 3 a.m. I don't know what the exact time is, as I can't see the time here on my phone because I'm using it for this voiceover, but I do know that I'd probably be in bed after 3 a.m. I know I'm going to sleep less than 6 hours, and it's the summer break, so that shouldn't even be possible. But parents are going to wake me up, and it's 1,000% my fault. But point is, I'm tired. And actually I had some energy while I was working out, but seems like it's all gone now. Hormones are calming down, heart rate's going back down, body temperature's going back down. By the way, guys, these good mornings were terrible today. They look worse, like significantly worse than they felt, and they did not feel that good. They felt, yeah, that's just terrible, man. You know what? If you come this far, this is not a ideal good morning. If I was a coach and this was my client, this would be, I would yell at him. I wouldn't be hyper aggressive, obviously, but I would be disappointed and slightly annoyed at his form. So, you guys are about to see the third set, so it's probably likely to get even worse. So, yeah, let's just watch through this last little set here. Last set of the day. Alright, in total we have a lot of sets here, and I must say that the hardest thing that I did today was probably the bench press in terms of effort, right? But the squat was the most difficult psychologically, because getting under that bar didn't feel entirely safe. 127.5, that's 5 kilos shy of my absolute best. That's very heavy. That presses you downward. And my upper back feels tremendous in handling the weight, but my lumbar spinal erectors, right? And my glutes, my abductors, my adductors, my quads, to an extent my hamstrings, I'm not that confident in their ability to produce force. So I get under that bar and it feels pretty light on my back, but relatively speaking, of course, when you compare with past experiences. But what I do know is my legs aren't that strong. My legs need work. My whole body needs work. Guys, this wasn't the best video. Once again, a shit video. Tomorrow's probably going to be a shit video because I'm going to sleep less than 6 hours and I'm going to work tomorrow. So, it is what it is. This was today's training vlog. I got through it. Didn't think I would survive the voiceover, to be honest. Actually, I had to do this in a couple different takes because I kept drifting off to various topics. But, you know what? if you listen this far, I might as well tell you that you're awesome. And I'll see you tomorrow.